Hello friends, so today we are going to start our lesson in anxiety and how we overcome anxiety, and we can learn together, because I think right now in this time and this whole thing that's going on right now with this coronavirus, a lot of people are worried. They're worried if they're afraid they go out that they'll catch it, and they're worried about the unknown. And there's a lot of people that also just live with anxiety daily, which is really, really harmful to your health. And I know somebody, close to my heart that lives with anxiety. And when you don't have Jesus in the center and you're not trusting him, you're going to go through more anxiety. You're going to go through more health issues. You have to put God number one. That's why I always say it's important to surround yourself with God's presence and build your relationship with him and trust and rely on him. Now, sometimes anxiety is uncontrollable, but we really need to get into his word and really trust him. But I'm going to go and I'm going to read you my devotional, and it's really windy out today. It's beautiful out, but my hair will probably be blowing all in my face. But it says, the source of our anxiety. What is the source of our anxiety? It is something we create deep within us. Or does it originate with God? It is important to understand that anxiety does not come from God. He does not create it. So if God didn't create anxiety, where does it come from? To begin, there are untold things in life that can cause anxiety. There are just some distressful things in our life that are naturally going to create anxiety. Awaiting test results from your doctor, losing your job, source of income, your spouse filing for a divorce. There's numerous things that causes anxiety and makes you feel anxious, right? Second, there are times anxiety originates with wrong thinking in our minds, not trusting fully in God and his word, not taking every thought captive to obedience of Christ. Third, there are times when anxiety originates from something we don't even realize. Subconsciously, like with this whole coronavirus, maybe in the back of my mind I was worried something bad was going to happen to me. I wasn't thinking about it, but sometimes you can't control. All your body brings on anxiety in a stressful situation, when you're sick. Some people are strong and some people aren't. So, and you don't even realize it. That's right. We can become anxious about something and not even know what it is. There has been times in my life when I knew God was speaking directly to me and trying to show me something, but I couldn't figure out right away what he was trying to reveal to me. It seemed the harder I tried to figure it out, his will, the more I didn't understand. So for a brief period of time, I would become a bit anxious, asking God, what are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to show me? I don't want to miss his will. And because I was uncertain as I waited his leading, I battled the same anxious thought when you face uncertainty. But I didn't let that anxiety take up residence in my life, and neither should you. Regardless of anxiety source, dealing with it head on is the utmost importance. While the emotion of anxiety is not a sin, it shouldn't last. It shouldn't continue. It shouldn't have a negative effect. We must be willing to face up and deal with our anxious thoughts and feeling. Anxiety is simply a reaction to the circumstances in your life. And when God tries to reveal truth to you regarding the circumstances of the situation, that's your number one priority. When God sees something going on in your life that needs instructions or corrections, you need to give it to him, your undivided attention. Otherwise, you'll be assured to live a life filled with anxiety and doubt. And that's it right there. It sums it up. If you don't give it to him, you are going to live a life filled with anxiety and doubt. I know so many people like this because they don't have God in their life. They believe in God, but they don't have him daily in their life. They're not spending quality time with God. They're not talking to him. They're not praying for him. They're not seeking his will for their life. They're seeking their own will. They're walking in the flesh, and that's not good. There are countless sources for anxiety. Anything can cause it. While the emotion in of itself is not a sin, not dealing with it in a proper fashion. And it says we'll take a look at some important, reasons we should deal with our anxiety as soon as it arises, to do our best to avoid it altogether. And then it's going to give me some Bible verses that I'm going to read. I think this is going to be really helpful for a lot of people. 2 Timothy 1:7, for God hath given us the spirit of fear, but the power and love of a sound mind. 2 Corinthians 10:5, casting down imagination and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of God, and bring it into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. And that's it for today. So join me tomorrow, and this lesson is a really good lesson, and it's really going to help people to really understand anxiety and how to deal with it the right way. God is going to help you. You just have to really trust him and give it all to God. All right, guys, I'm going to be praying for all of you. All right, I love you, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Today is just absolutely gorgeous here today. It's cooler. The breeze is cool. I'm just loving it. Last night, though, I will share with you last night. I was up till 5:30 last night because of my neck pain and my head and my foot. So I slept. I was able to sleep about 5:30. I finally fell asleep at 5:30. I mean, I was wide awake, and I was just feeling miserable because when you can't sleep, when your body can't rest, it just doesn't feel good. So I finally fell asleep about 5:30, and then I slept till 10. But I just feel kind of really miserable. My neck has been really hurting me really bad. So I am hoping that I can get in to see the chiropractor, and I am going to post my videos from the start of when I started seeking traction from chiropractors, and then you guys can watch all those videos, and those are back from February, and I'll date them so you know that those aren't right now. This is now, today. So okay, you guys, enjoy this beautiful day that God has given us, and trust God. Get in his word, start reading. Anytime you get anxiety, start reading, start listening to gospel music. All right, I love you guys, and I hope you have a blessed day.